The silent storm. A world under stress in every corner of the globe. More than 1 billion people wrestle daily with stress, a silent storm that invades minds, weakens bodies, and drains spirits. Stress is not merely tension, it is the body's cry for help when burdened with emotional, physical, or psychological demands. It manifests in headaches, sleepless nights, clenched jaws, racing thoughts, and a heart that beats too fast for comfort. Recognizing stress requires listening to the body's whispers before they become screams. Are you constantly tired, irritable, withdrawn? Are you overwhelmed, yet unable to stop? These are the signals. We often don't notice it until it grips us tightly, when laughter fades, energy disappears, and life becomes a blur of obligations and noise. Yet, stress is not invincible. We can prevent it by building strong routines, nurturing our mental health, staying active, and creating space for joy, rest, and human connection. To defeat stress, we must not just cope, we must choose to live with intention. We must slow down, breathe deeply, set boundaries, and ask for help without shame. Because while stress may be common, peace is still possible, and it begins with noticing the storm before it becomes a hurricane. Number 1. The day the mirror cracked. Samantha sat alone in her car outside her office, engine off, heart pounding. Another meeting missed. Another unread email. Her hands trembled, and a dull ache pulsed behind her eyes. She told herself it was just a bad week, but this bad week had lasted 8 months. She wasn't alone. Studies show that over 77% of people regularly experience physical symptoms caused by stress. And yet, like many, Samantha brushed it off. She believed powering through was strength. But strength isn't endurance, it's awareness. Scientists call it the allostatic load, the wear and tear on the body from chronic stress. It affects the brain, the heart, the immune system. Cortisol, the body's stress hormone, floods our bloodstream when we're under pressure. In small doses, it helps us survive. But in overload, it turns against us, disrupting sleep, memory, digestion, and emotional stability. That morning, Samantha looked in the rearview mirror and saw more than just dark circles and exhaustion. She saw the source, the 60-hour workweeks, the loss of connection with friends, the pressure to be perfect. In that moment, something shifted. Awareness bloomed like a spark in the fog. The first step to recovery wasn't quitting her job or changing the world. It was naming the problem, identifying the source, understanding where the storm began. Because the truth is, we can't fix what we don't face. And once we shine a light on what's hurting us, we begin to reclaim our power, one deep breath, one decision, one honest moment at a time. Number 2. Practice mindfulness and meditation. What if the secret to calm wasn't found in a pill or a plan, but in the silence between your breaths? Imagine your mind as a storm, thoughts crashing like thunder, emotions flashing like lightning. Now picture a single breath. Inhale. Exhale. Suddenly, the storm quiets. This is the power of mindfulness. Mindfulness and meditation aren't just ancient rituals or trendy buzzwords, they're lifelines. Science confirms what sages knew for centuries. When we pay attention to the present moment without judgment, the brain rewires itself. Anxiety loosens its grip. Stress fades. Clarity returns. But how does it begin? It begins with stillness. Sit. Close your eyes. Feel the air fill your lungs. Hear your heartbeat, steady and strong. This moment, right now, is all there is. Not the regrets of yesterday or the fears of tomorrow. Just this. Why does it work? Because your body listens when you listen to it. Deep breathing slows your heart rate. Meditation calms the amygdala, the brain's alarm system. Even gentle yoga releases trapped tension, unlocking peace one stretch at a time. You don't need a mountain retreat or perfect silence. You need presence. A minute. A breath. A choice. So when the chaos swells, ask yourself, can I pause? And when the answer, that's when transformation begins. Because in that pause, you don't just find calm, you find yourself. Number 3. Exercise regularly. Have you ever wondered why a simple walk can feel like medicine? You step outside, maybe just for 5 minutes. The air brushes your skin. Your feet hit the ground in rhythm. At first, it's just movement, but then, something shifts. Your heart beats a little faster. The tension in your shoulders melts. Thoughts begin to clear. You feel lighter. Why does this happen? Because your body is built to move, and when it does, it rewards you. Physical activity releases endorphins, powerful brain chemicals that act like nature's antidepressants. These feel-good messengers flood your system with a quiet euphoria, a natural high, lifting your mood and lowering your stress. But does it have to be intense? Not at all. You don't need to run marathons or spend hours in a gym. Even a brisk 10-minute walk, a short dance session in your kitchen, or gentle stretches before bed can trigger this cascade of calm. The key is consistency, not perfection. What's happening inside you? Exercise dials down cortisol, the stress hormone, and improves sleep, focus, and even self-esteem. It sends a message to your brain, "I've got this." And soon, you start to believe it. You might start for your body, but you'll keep going for your mind. So next time life feels heavy, ask yourself, can I move, just a little? And when you do, remember, you're not just walking. You're stepping back into your power. Because every step forward is a step toward peace. Number 4. Get enough sleep. Do you think sleep is the ultimate stress reliever? It might be because when you close your eyes, your body opens the door to healing. Sleep isn't just rest, it's restoration. While you drift through dreams, your brain is hard at work, sorting memories, repairing cells, balancing hormones. It's a nightly reset. Miss it, and the consequences ripple through your day like a storm. What happens when you don't get enough? Your brain's stress center, the amygdala, becomes hyperactive. Emotions spike. Patience shortens. Small problems feel overwhelming. At the same time, your body churns out more cortisol, the stress hormone, putting your system on constant high alert. Without 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, even simple tasks can feel like climbing mountains. But how does sleep relieve stress? Here's the magic. Deep sleep lowers cortisol levels and boosts serotonin, a chemical that stabilizes mood and promotes calm. Your heart rate slows. Muscles relax. Blood pressure drops. It's like your body is whispering, "You're safe now. It's time to recover." Can better sleep be cultivated? Absolutely. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Power down screens. Keep a steady bedtime. Even 5 minutes of mindfulness or deep breathing can prepare your mind to let go. So, is sleep the ultimate stress reliever? Yes, because it's not just about closing your eyes. It's about giving your body the chance to restore balance, build resilience, and return stronger the next day. Because sometimes, the best way to fight stress is to surrender to rest. Number 5. Stay connected. Why do we isolate ourselves when we need people the most? In the age of constant connectivity, we've never been more alone. We scroll, we like, we swipe, but do we truly connect? When stress piles up and the world feels too heavy, our instincts whisper, retreat. Hide. Handle it alone. But that voice is wrong. Because connection, real, human connection, is one of the most powerful stress relievers we have. Why does talking to someone help so much? Because when you speak your fears out loud, they lose their power. A friend's voice can quiet the storm in your mind. A parent's hug can calm your heart. A shared laugh can release tension faster than any meditation app. But why do modern humans avoid relationships? Fear of judgment. Past hurts. Busyness. A culture that glorifies independence and hustle. We're taught to be strong, to figure it out alone, yet nothing could be further from the truth. Evolution wired us for tribe, for eye contact, for warmth. When we cut ourselves off, we fight our own biology. How valuable is staying connected for relieving stress? It's essential. Studies show that people with strong social ties have lower cortisol levels, better immune function, and greater resilience to life's challenges. Just one meaningful conversation can reset your entire nervous system. So next time you feel overwhelmed, don't go silent. Call someone. Text someone. Sit beside someone. Because healing doesn't always come in solitude. Sometimes, it comes in a shared story, a listening ear, a reminder, you are not alone. Number 6. Manage your time. Have you ever felt like the clock was your enemy? The hours slip through your fingers. Our to-do list grows like a monster in the shadows. Deadlines close in. Heart pounding. Mind racing. You whisper, there's not enough time. But what if the problem isn't time, it's how we wield it? Time is a tool. And when you learn to master it, stress loses its grip. Why does poor time management create so much anxiety? Because chaos breeds panic. When everything feels urgent, your brain can't prioritize. You freeze, procrastinate, or burn out trying to do it all. But here's the truth. You don't need more time, you need more clarity. How do you find it? Start by prioritizing. What truly matters today? Not everything. Just the top 3. Then break big tasks into smaller ones, bite-sized pieces you can actually complete. Set realistic goals. Perfection is a trap. Progress is power. Use tools. A planner. A timer. Even a sticky note. Time block your day, leaving space to breathe. What happens when you manage your time well? Stress transforms into momentum. You feel in control. Capable. Calm. The day no longer runs you, you run it. So ask yourself, is this task urgent or just loud? And, what can I do in the next 15 minutes to move forward? Because once you stop letting time chase you, and start leading it, you unlock the ultimate productivity secret. Number 7. Limit stimulants and alcohol. Do your habits quietly sabotage your peace? You reach for another cup of coffee to push through the afternoon slump. Or maybe a drink to take the edge off after a long day. It feels like relief, at first. But behind the curtain, something deeper is happening. What do caffeine and alcohol really do to your body? Caffeine, the world's favorite stimulant, jolts your central nervous system. It blocks adenosine, the chemical that makes you feel sleepy, and floods your system with adrenaline, your fight or flight hormone. Heart rate spikes. Muscles tense. You feel alert, or wired. But when the buzz fades, the crash hits hard, leaving you more anxious than before. Alcohol, on the other hand, is a depressant. It slows brain activity, creating a false sense of calm. But once it wears off, your brain scrambles to rebalance itself, releasing more cortisol, the stress hormone. That temporary calm? It comes with a rebound effect that can increase anxiety, disrupt sleep, and dull your ability to cope. Can these substances worsen stress? Absolutely. They trick your brain into thinking you're managing, but behind the scenes, they stir the storm. So what's the answer? Moderation. Awareness. Balance. Swap the third cup of coffee for water or herbal tea. Replace the nightly drink with a calming routine, reading, stretching, breathing. Let your body find its own rhythm. Because when you strip chemical highs and lows, you may discover what you were really craving all along. Real, lasting calm. Number 8. Seek professional help if needed. What if the strongest thing you could do was ask for help? You've tried breathing, moving, sleeping, talking, but the weight is still there. The stress doesn't lift. It clings, day after day, tightening its grip. You wonder, is something wrong with me? Why can't I shake this? But here's the truth. Sometimes, stress isn't something you can battle alone. When stress becomes unmanageable, when it affects your sleep, your relationships, your ability to function, it's time to call in a guide. Therapists and counselors aren't just for crisis mode. They're trained allies, armed with tools and strategies that can help you understand what's really going on inside your mind. What can they do for you? They listen without judgment. They help you untangle the knot of thoughts you've been carrying. They teach coping strategies, challenge unhealthy patterns, and give you the roadmap to navigate the chaos. But what if you feel embarrassed or unsure? You're not alone. Many hesitate. But mental health is health. And seeking help doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're brave enough to heal. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Getting support can be the turning point, the moment you stop surviving and start thriving. So if stress is too loud, don't suffer in silence. Reach out. You don't have to walk this path alone. If you found this 8 tips helpful, please like or comment below. Let's break the stigma together.